Summer's coming to an end, so people are trying to enjoy the good weather while it lasts, especially the romantic lovers here at New Paltz. So, I and New Paltz went and asked various students on campus where they thought the most romantic places were. On my boyfriend's roof overlooking Main Street.
I have to see the gunk right here.
Well, I think the bathroom in Pigs is kind of nice, but...
Probably the tripping fields at night, when it's really foggy, you can't see anything.
Have you been there yet?
Yeah, not with a girl, but I've been there.
Any prospects?
Maybe.
Any you want to mention?
Oh no.
I think the mountains.
So before the cold weather is upon us, go out, check out these romantic spots for yourself. With a lover, just even a friend. Go out and check out nature for what it has to offer. Wendy Wilkins here for I New Paltz, and I'm in the sub. And lately I've been noticing the different sounds of the sub in different places. So Andy and I went out and checked out the sounds of the sub. Hello. 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 We're in the food court. It's like 5:35. It's not like it usually is. It doesn't sound like it usually does, and they're cleaning up now, but let's just look. Look, they almost got the windows done. Seems to be packed tonight.
It's Rodney Beam.
What do you think of the sound of the elevator?
Sound of the elevator, I think it would make a very interesting ambient audience participation performance art kind of thing.
Was blind, but now I see. We showed you some of our favorite sounds of the sub, and I personally think the bathroom is the best. So if you're ever alone in a bathroom, you have the urge to sing. Sing. It's got the best resonance, the best echo, best everything. This is Wendy Wilkins and Andy Cusimano for I New Paltz.
The next story coming up is, well, why don't you tell us about it, Wendy?
It was on Saudi Arabia, and we did it in perspective that war was still going on, but it's not, and we thank a lot of people for that it's finally over. And we did it on the reactions of how people, college students, about peace.
Not bad.
Everybody's talking about the United Nations, the relationship spaces, foundation, radiation, salvation, education, liberation. Oh!
Endless tears, truth and knowledge stored all day.
Each plane that goes down is what, so a couple $100 million. You know, and of course we're going to end up paying for new ones, and we're going to go into more defense and peacemaking weapons, which totally doesn't make sense to me either. So,
is if the United States is so great, and we're supposed to protect everybody in the world, then why can't we think of a better idea than war?
personally, even though some people think this is kind of just a stereotype, I think Hussein really is not a nice person. I think he's a very evil person. I think that they're beginning to realize maybe they're learning more about him and his past and what he stands for, and they're finding that they really don't want to fight for what he's standing for.
Very helpless. I felt like I couldn't do anything to help it out at all. Basically, I think because of what my mother has told me about Vietnam, and just once I got started in protests in the city, there have been a lot of them, particularly over Christmas break, there were a lot. And I'd go out there and I'd scream and yell, and then afterwards I'd go home and say that was really great, and I felt so unified with all these people, but I felt like I didn't do anything.
I'd say, like the Vietnam War, it is primarily youths who are primarily minorities as well. And not saying that that's, I don't know, necessarily a prejudice issue, but it's just that's the situation. And so it is like Vietnam, just they're very young, and I think a lot of them don't know hardly any of the issues either. I mean, they're there, they know that they have to take out this evil empire, and that's about it.
In a way, I feel basically what really worries me the most is that I feel very ignorant about it. I feel like I'm told stuff, but I think like everything is censored. I mean, I've spoken to people who have told me that, you know, they don't even watch the news, or whenever it comes on, they turn it off or they lower the radio because they feel like they're not being told anything.
I don't know who's really telling. It's really hard to tell who's telling the truth because you see footage of these people. You know, these innocent people getting killed in Iraq keeps claiming that they're shooting down our bombers and all this and that. And I really don't know who to believe, so I'm not really sure if it'll go longer. I didn't believe that it would be a short war. I still don't believe it will, really, because I don't think, even when they say it's over, I don't think it'll be over.
The latest news from the Gulf every 30 minutes around the clock on CNN Headline News.
Saddam Hussein sends his answer to Moscow's peace plan, shouting more threats at the Allies as his diplomats negotiate. And U.S. Army rockets batter Iraqi artillery and armor positions in the heaviest ground shelling since the war began.
The firepower we witnessed this afternoon was 4 times that of the guns used at the Battle of El Alamein.
And Baghdad continues to show pictures of civilian damage throughout Iraq. It says this meat processing plant was hit by Allied bombs perhaps 2 weeks ago.
It's just really tough. I don't believe in fighting, but then again, if these people are going to be in power and if they want to try to get more power, you know, if they're pretty unstoppable, then, you know, you need somebody bigger to come in and take it over.
I don't know if we gain anything. In a way, I feel like it'll just be another notch, and they'll say, well, that worked. So next time there's a problem, we'll go to war again, and then we'll go to war again. And I don't think war solves anything, whether you win or lose. I think it's just sick.